Today we're going to talk about having an ostomy on a college campus. We're going to segue this by talking about food, health, care, and stress, all caused or by being on a college campus. First, we're going to talk about stress. For most students, high school, middle school maybe, college is a pretty stressful place. And for people that have ulcerative colitis, you also have the autoimmune portion, and stress can become it can amplify the symptoms. For me, this was shown by my skin breaking out in bumps that covered all of my legs, my stomach, and my back. Because of walking from one place to another, it was causing exhaustion, and my immune system tried to sympathize, and I broke out on my skin. And I didn't know why it was happening, and I thought that it was just another symptom of just having ulcerative colitis, but then it started spreading and moving, and I learned that I now developed an allergy to the heat. And so I was lucky enough to go to my dermatologist, and she was able, I went to my last appointment before my third surgery, and my doctor, he saw them and he was like, "What happened here?" And I was like, "I don't know, it just appeared there." And he said, "You ate a lot better and took care of yourself a lot better when you lived on at home, and then when you lived on campus." And I was a little insulted because I was like, I thought of everything. I ate, I did health, I thought, and I did care, but I didn't think of stress. And the stress, the toll, can come out in different ways. For me, for the diet, even though I was eating, it's the stuff I was eating. For 1 month, I was really stressed about the exams that were coming up, and I ate crackers and cheese for like a week, but I didn't actually add enough water with it, and I ended up drying out my entire small intestines to the stoma, and I caused a blockage. It was really great because it happened right in the middle of homecoming week. And so I missed my entire homecoming because I was in the hospital. I didn't know how to manage my stress, and I didn't know that it could cause other things. So when you guys get on campus, or if you're not there yet and you're a high school student and you just need to learn about these things too, make sure that you have ways to minimize your stress, because you can't get rid of it completely. I had a psychologist at the time, because going through surgery is a traumatic experience. So I was given a psychologist, and she recommended meditation. She recommended doing yoga. She knew that I was religious, and so she recommended prayer. And she said, even if you can't do any of that, or you don't want to do any of that, just take a moment to yourself during the day and just do something quiet. And for me, I enjoyed drawing or coloring books. So I would just sit and I would just draw it in, and it would take about 30 minutes, and I wouldn't have done anything, but I would have helped calm myself. And so moving on to health, although ulcerative colitis is something that happens inside of your body, it still is a disability. It is an autoimmune disability. And because of this, you can contact your disability office on your campus or in your high school, and you can set up a meeting with disability services and yourself and outline the things that that the school needs to know about you. And you're going to need a doctor's letter, and that your doctor is going to need to outline the things that you said. So you have to express to your doctor things that are different for you than they were before you had your surgery. For me, when I first had the surgery, I couldn't walk for a certain distance without feeling exhausted and wiped out and immediately sleepy. When people sneezed around me or they started showing signs of having the common cold, I found out that I would get sick with whatever they had, so I would stay away from sick people. And when I first had the surgery, I also couldn't concentrate for a long period of time, so they made it so that I could, when I was in high school, they made it so that I could take a test over a period of days if it was longer than an hour and a half. And some of these things, they were just there in case I needed them, and other things were there permanently. Like for me in high school, I had access to all the disability bathrooms, I had access to the elevator, and I had an outlined 504 plan with me, a doctor's note, and my parents and the school. When I went to college, it was just between me and the school and a doctor's note, and it helped lessen the stress of school, and it helped also if I didn't feel well, or this does happen, the bag imploded on my side and I couldn't go to class because I can't fix that in the amount of time that it would take to get to class. They were able to, I contacted disability and they said I didn't have to go to class that day for that class because I couldn't fix the bag fast enough. So there are different things that just help. And lastly, care. As I said, the bag can open at any time, and usually this is something you can fix if you have the supplies with you. Oh, I don't know if it was Hollister or Chloroplast, but when I ordered from them, they sent this little, I don't know, what is it called? They sent this little pouch, and it's able to hold 2 or 3 pouches. That you don't need 3, but 3 pouches, a mirror, the scissors, the stoma powder. Just, there's nothing in it now because I don't have, well, there's not a full set in it because I don't have because there's nothing in it now. It's not a full set because I don't have an ostomy anymore, but I kept the bag if I ever had to explain to someone. And this allowed me to just pull out the ostomy pouch on the go, and you can just take the thing off and you can put it on. And I got the fastest bag possible, which for me was the Chloroplast sports bag. And I was able to put it on, put the tape on, and grab this little annoying donut thingy, put it on, stick to my side, and I could do it really fast. And you need it to, because when the bag is falling off, your stoma is still pouring out output, and that can make you not be able to go do whatever you were doing. So care, this was helpful, and because it is so small, I guess we could call it small, because it is so small, it can easily fit in your backpack or your purse or like your duffel or wherever you need it to go, and it helped make college easier. Another thing that I found to be helpful while I was in high school and a little bit of college was I had a rolling backpack. As I said before, when you finish your surgeries, you will feel this unbelievable amount of exhaustion, and for a regular person, carrying a backpack on your back can be exhausting over a period of time, and it begins to feel heavy and you feel heavier. But when you have a lot of energy, you can just ignore that feeling. But when you just finish surgery, it's even worse. So I got a rolling backpack and I put everything in it, and I didn't have to carry that thing unless it was raining outside, and I would just lift it onto the curb and I would keep rolling it. So if you are feeling any of those symptoms, I recommend a rolling backpack. It is a good investment. It can fit all of your stuff in it, and it will lessen the amount of exhaustion you feel, even if you're just in high school or if you're on college campus. I hope this was helpful, informative. I'm trying to go into more detail than what you would get if you typed these questions onto the web. If you want me to do a part 2 of college days or college activities, please let me know, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye guys!